Laura, and there is a lot that we needed to discuss about Hunter Biden, about David Weiss, about Lisa Monaco, and this sweetheart deal. Now, it's interesting that people are talking and saying that Trump, oh man, Donald Trump, he's the reason for global warming. He's the reason that ice caps are melting and starting to flood certain areas. That's it. I'm not going to get into that. But there is most definitely a lot going on. Now, where do I begin? Okay. Oh my goodness, there is so much to this. Okay, hold on, let me get in. Okay. All right. All righty. Just trying to make sure everything is okay. Okay. Now, I have a firm belief that Joe Biden, President Biden, set the groundwork for everything that's going on right here. And we started off with this. Now, they say that Donald Trump is, let's say, responsible for I'm sorry, that Donald Trump is responsible for putting David Weiss as prosecutor. He's a top prosecutor, and Donald Trump placed him there. Now, yes, that is very true. That is true. However, let's take a look at something because it's not so cut and dry. It may look like that, but you gotta just do a little scratch of just a little bit of surface research, just a little bit, just scratch it. Let's take a look right here. Because it says right here, David Weiss was responsible or was appointed by President Donald Trump to serve as a United States Attorney General or state attorney in the District of Delaware. Delaware. Very interesting. Now, Donald Trump went around the United States and put prosecutors, appointed them in certain areas. It just so happened that Weiss, David Weiss, in Delaware. Now, Joe Biden has been a senator for 47 years in Delaware, represented Delaware, and Delaware is an interesting state when it comes to hiding money, but I'm going to leave it right there. However, David Weiss was placed there. And it's quite interesting when he was placed there. Let's take a look at it because we can really connect these dots. All right. He was sworn in on February 22nd, 2018. Weiss previously served as a first assistant U.S. attorney in 2007, 2007 and 2009, 2014 and 2018, and both acting and interim U.S. attorney for the District of Delaware. Very interesting. Now, it just so happens that those dates coincide when Biden was vice president. When Biden or when Obama made Biden, I don't want to say overseer of the ukulele country over in that area over there, along with, what's her name? Victoria Nuland. If you check out my other videos, I talk more about her. She is a key pivotal person in this entire mess. Victoria Nuland. Check her out. Victoria Nuland. She is, along with Hunter Biden and a lot of the technology that the ukulele country has. Now, there's more fighting going on over there. Interesting, but I don't want to deviate. Let's just stick right here. All right. Weiss began his legal career in 1984 as a law clerk for Justice Andrew Christie of the Delaware Supreme Court. After completing his clerkship, Weiss served as assistant U.S. attorney from 1986 through 1989, prosecuting a variety of federal crimes. Weiss joined the Dwayne Morris in 1989 and became a partner in the firm. Interesting. And here's the one thing that really stands out. In 1999, Mr. Weiss joined the Siegfried Group, a financial service firm where he served as a chief operating officer and senior vice president. And he graduated from Washington University in St. Louis and Widener University School of Law, and a member of the Delaware and Pennsylvania Bar. There's a lot going on there. But however, I'm going to connect these dots because there is a lot to be said. A lot to be said. Now, this right here is an interesting part. Trump chooses the attorney who offered Hunter Biden plea deal. Now, okay, keep in mind, he did not offer. Excuse me for a second. Hello? Yeah. I need to call you back right now. I'm live streaming. No, I'm live streaming. Okay. Okay, I'll call you right back. Bye-bye. Sorry about that. I was not expecting that. I do apologize. Oh my goodness, I do apologize. Okay. Whenever you live stream, somebody calls. Okay. Here. Trump chooses the attorney who offered Joe Biden a plea deal, which isn't true. That's not what happened. Well, okay, he did offer him, but it's not the way he makes it sound. Where is... Okay. There it goes. Okay. The Republicans are decrying the plea deal reached between Hunter Biden and the Department of Justice, DOJ. Now, keep in mind, the DOJ is run. Let me bring her up. The DOJ is run by her, Lisa Monaco. She's the second in command, which I was going to get to. Now, right here is David Weiss. David Weiss is the one that gave a sweetheart deal. He did it because he is the top prosecutor in the state of Delaware. But however, he was not able to achieve it without her approval. she had to approve it, which she did. And they're working together. And as I was doing some research, the two of them have crossed paths many times. You can't make this stuff up. You truly can't. Oh my goodness. And here, the DOJ on Tuesday charged Hunter Biden's, the son of President Biden, for failure to pay federal income taxes and illegally possessed a weapon, which he wasn't even charged. He wasn't charged for. I mean, they said it, but they dropped everything down to the lowest common denominator, to where he walked out of there, didn't even have an ankle bracelet. He didn't even get a ticket for crossing the street wrong. He didn't even, none of those things. You can't make it up. But his legal team reached a deal with the federal prosecutor that allowed him to plead guilty to misdemeanor tax offenses. Now, the IRS went after Al Capone. You better pay your taxes, because the IRS, they carry also. They do too. Okay, a federal illegally possessing a firearm as a drug user associated with the press. Now, look, him doing drugs and everybody knowing about it, and he didn't go to jail. Now, according to Joe Biden's own policies that he put in place, that many people have gone to jail over who were on drugs. Many people. And they went to jail, but Hunter Biden, he was seen doing drugs. He had, shall I say, little ones around. I don't know what their ages were, but I feel confident in saying that they were under the age of 18. All this was on his laptop. Nothing at all. He walked away from that. You can't make this stuff up. You truly can't. Okay, the deal was sparked criticism from the Republicans, who are in agreement with the slap on the wrist for Hunter, while the DOJ has thrown more of a severe charge as Trump. And that's exactly what they did. Trump had the FBI, the guns out, searching his house, turned everything upside down. They went after Trump for having classified documents that was his choice to be classified, and they're crucifying him over it. Where Hunter Biden is over there in another country doing deals with the ukulele country and also Russian waters, and let's add Romania along with it. And he receives $10 million that trickles down to his family. But nothing at all. A sweetheart deal. And there is most definitely an issue with this two-tiered, actually three-tiered justice system. Those that are and actually, I have to find, I wish I had it. But Marjorie Taylor Greene tweeted about Kodak Black having the same charges as far as guns. He goes to jail, and Marjorie Taylor Greene said, well, your dad should have been the president, which is an issue because she has the power, along with the Senate, to overturn that and to hold him accountable. But she didn't do that. She just said, hey, your daddy isn't the president, Marjorie. But let me not digress too far. Okay. Now, including at least one elected of the U.S. military and at the Mar-a-Lago residence, Republicans have claimed the Justice Department has been weaponized against Trump under the Biden administration. And that right there is true. If Trump sneezes, the FBI is knocking down his door. If Trump scratches his ear, you have the FBI all over him. He just can't catch a break. But let's go on. Oh man. You bring this down. I thought I brought this down. Here, David Weiss. Okay, for this. Okay, this is not acting the way I wanted to. Okay. Okay, let me just go ahead and just. Okay, here we go. All right, got it under control. Here, David Weiss. Let's just take a look at him real quick. David Weiss was appointed by President Trump, served as a United States attorney for the District of Delaware. Okay, I already brought this information out. So, now here is the second in command, Lisa Monaco. Now she, as I said, is second in command of the Department of Justice, top prosecutor, top law enforcement. And here, very interesting, because Lisa Monaco was sworn in on the 31st, the 31st deputy attorney general, or JAG, during at the United States. She turned the Department of Justice, where she first arrived as the 26-year, I'm sorry, as an interim 26 years ago, and went to hold several leadership roles at both the Department of Justice and the FBI. Monaco held a series of meetings with the DOJ staff to receive briefings on the January 6th Capitol attack investigation on the national security, and in all-hand meetings of her with her immediately, the staff, JAG Monaco, reiterated to the committee to reaffirming that the department's foundational mission and the core values pursuing the constitutional promise, equal justice, and assuring the safety for all who call American home. Now, we all know that right there is not true. It has been a two-tier justice system, and it could even be a three-tier justice system. But however, I'm going to keep it real simple. Two-tier. Most definitely. Most definitely. And there's a lot going on, and Hunter Biden has most definitely been patted and has received a tap on the wrist while Donald Trump is being persecuted. But all this was set up by Hunter Biden, not Hunter Biden, but Joe Biden. But dare I take it, I may want to take it a little further than that, and let's just say Barack Obama has a lot to do with this. Because none of this would have happened because Joe Biden doesn't have the authority to do a lot of stuff that was done. So we got to look at Barack Obama, and let's go up the ladder. Now, Joe Biden, most definitely the person that all the fingers are being pointed at, but can we point at his boss? But as far as that, what do you think? What do you think? Hey, please like, subscribe, share, and tell me what do you think. On that note, thank you.